Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the video. So the market is reacting to what Jerome Powell said yesterday, where he talked about weakness in the labor market outweighing concerns about inflation. He did talk about how challenging this environment is. So I'll get to that in just a moment. But we're seeing Bitcoin go down a little bit, 111,000 or so. We can see the S&P 500 index down around 0.5%. Ethereum also down the last couple of days from around $4,700 to a wick of around $4,000 a few days ago. Now we're chilling around $4,100. Also talking about this story, the SEC chief is trying to make it easier for companies to get into the crypto space. So Paul Atkins, I want to talk about that in just a moment. And also some pretty big news. So Ian Calderon is running for the governor of California, and he is a massive, massive Bitcoin bull. And I want to talk about that as well with his latest video and what he has said about Bitcoin. So taking a look at the crypto market for the day, we can see some coins up, but essentially the market is down today. For the week, also pretty down. For the month though, it's kind of split half and half, right? It's been a boring last couple months for Bitcoin and ETH and everything. And hopefully Q4, like I've been talking about for a while, Q4 is always a great quarter for Bitcoin. So we will see what happens starting in October. So let's dive in right here. This is Jerome Powell. He spoke yesterday and he said near-term risks of inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside. Essentially, he calls this a challenging situation. He said two-sided risks mean that there is no risk-free path. So the market reacted to this, and a lot of coins went down. A lot of stocks went down. Powell said that there is a possibility of additional rate cuts should the FOMC see the need to be more accommodative. But he did not give, a really bullish outlook that traders took to, want them to buy more. And here, stocks took a turn lower during Powell's presentation, as he said during a question and answer period that assets are, quote, fairly highly valued. So again, people didn't love that, and the market responded. Crypto responded a little bit. The S&P is down today. The NASDAQ index is down almost 1% today. So, it's just volatile. Crypto is volatile. So the SEC chairman, Paul Atkins, he said, we're trying to give the marketplace, so the crypto marketplace, right, some kind of stable platform upon which they can introduce their products. He's essentially doubling down on this idea that businesses should have more leeway and shouldn't be as restricted as they once were to launch products. So back in July, he floated the idea of allowing businesses to more quickly enter the market with new tech without having to comply with incompatible or burdensome prescriptive regulatory requirements. Essentially making it easier, making it nicer for companies to do what they want to do. This talking about crypto, okay? So making the US, again, the crypto capital of the world, which is what Trump has said. So next we got this pretty big story. A lot of people didn't think it's very big. A lot of people are like, oh, there's a governor or somebody that wants to be the governor of California, and he's very, very pro-Bitcoin. I shouldn't keep it on that screenshot. There we go. And his name is Ian Calderon. A few days ago, he said today, California has always been a leader on tech. It's time for us to get back to our roots and make California the undisputed leader on Bitcoin. So he is running on a 100% Bitcoin platform. Bitcoin. He also said on a live stream that California should be holding Bitcoin on its balance sheet. Quote, once I'm governor, I'm going to make sure that we hold Bitcoin on our balance sheet. So we'll see what happens. Regardless of whether or not he wins, it's great to see people getting publicity who are incredibly pro-Bitcoin. That's a good thing. So extremely pro-Bitcoin candidate officially declares candidacy for governor of California, right? That's a great thing. He put out this video. It has almost 200,000 views today about his stance, what's going on. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. I think it's great. Again, whether or not he wins or not, the idea that a California governor could be incredibly pro-Bitcoin is great. I mean, California is like the fourth or fifth largest economy if it was a country. So that is a really, really good thing. So guys, that is it for the video. A little short and sweet one for today. Hope you guys are doing well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.